What's up, guys? So we're doing a crazy hydrodip slash paint job on this racing helmet. So I did some go-kart wheels and the floor pan of the go-kart in like an Italian flag theme, and so we wanted to continue that on here, but we wanted to kind of it's nice because some people they see the work I do and they're kind of like, okay, you're the artist. I don't consider myself an artist at all, but I consider myself to have decent taste on stuff like this. So if some people just kind of give me the reins and kind of just like, what do you think? And I'm like, well, I do this. And they're like, okay, do it. So he went for that. So what we're going to do is his driver name, or his son's driver name, is 5. So we're going to put a number 5 right here on the top. Then this whole center section is going to be white, and then green, and then red. Then we're going to do, so that 5, I'm going to paint the whole thing white, put the 5 down, tape this off green, tape this off red, and then dip the whole thing, take the 5 off. So the 5 is going to be kind of ghosted onto there, and then we're doing that. If you watch the valve cover I did for PFI, that that graffiti kind of arrow graphic, we're going to do that over the whole thing. So you'll still see the colors really clear, but then there's going to be a cool kind of graffiti graphic over the whole thing. So I already taped everything off. I took out from the inside what I could. The rest I taped off the bottom so the graphic doesn't get inside it. It's obviously already primed and prepped and all that. So I'm gonna tape it off, start painting it, and then at the end of the video we'll see what it looks like. Okay, so if you guys didn't notice, once I got to about here, all the air that was trapped inside started coming out, and so I kind of had to dive quick, and it missed this lower part here, which I was thinking about trying to touch up, but it's right in the middle of that arrow, and I'm not going to be able to fade anything very well. So what I'm going to do is tape this off, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to tear the tape, and I'm going to use the part with the tear, so it's not a perfect line. It's going to look kind of squiggly and messed up. And then I'm literally just going to dip that little section right there. Since this graphic is all over the place, it's going to be pretty hard to tell, but the rest of it turned out so stinking good. So it always stretches right here, but the rest of it turned out so good. I mean, the back and the top look great, and then you can see that 5 that I kind of ghosted in there. I didn't show you guys me putting the stencil on, but I did. But everything turned out really good, so I don't want to redo the whole helmet just for that little piece. So I'm going to try and just tape that off. I'm going to let it dry for a minute, dip the other. But everything else, like I said, it always stretches right here. That's the nice thing about this graphic though, is it's crazy. Way to avoid that would be to dip it half and half. Since we're doing these lines, if I had a seam right down the middle, it would be night and day, like visible. So just I'd rather have that stretch than have a big ugly line right down here in the middle. These lines were a pain in the butt to tape off, and they are not perfect. But I think overall, so in the middle I went shoom, and then kind of made it go bigger as it got fatter. And then in the back kind of narrowed it down again. So those were a pain in the butt. The tape didn't want to go straight. So this was actually like 5 or 6 pieces of tape to kind of try and blend a decent line. But so that's what I'm going to do now, and we'll see how everything turns out when it's cleared.